What's up, y'all? Listen, I am definitely flabbergasted by the stuff that I just heard. I'm gonna see if a few more people gonna get in. I know it's late, and I'm working late, but I literally been stopped for like 3 hours watching the Day of Reckoning from Ashli of the Leeway, which is Jeremy Postel's son's mother. And when I tell you, y'all, like, I really can't even, like, the tea that was spilt. And it wasn't even tea. I'm gonna say the receipts, the facts that was thrown out. And to be honest, it doesn't change my perspective when it comes to the Keisha Kaylee part. That Keisha Kaylee was the victim. She was the victim. Keisha and Jeremy was together. Was Ashli and Jeremy what it looks like they was having on and off relationship in the midst of that? That's what it looks like from both ends. Because even Jeremy, I went and watched. It was like 2 videos of Jeremy. He had receipts. The only person that can't really speak for themselves is Keisha Kaylee, right? Ashli doesn't have the platform yet like Keisha Kaylee, so she can say what she want to say, and she have all the receipts. So right now, Keisha Kaylee is always going to look bad, but ultimately, Keisha Kaylee is the victim. Oh, like ultimately, and the reason why I say she's the victim is because initially she was with Jeremy when they got together. Right? And I do got my alarm set, y'all, because I could only be on here for like 15 minutes. So I literally started this at 15 minutes. But this, Keisha Kaylee didn't ask to be cheated on. She didn't ask to be for her boyfriend to cheat on her, with someone else and then get that young woman pregnant. She didn't ask for that. But here's where the line has been drawn, and Keisha is definitely stepping over outside of her boundaries, where ain't no way love can make you do stuff like this at this age in the game. Not only do you have this platform of over 500,000 subscribers, right? You get a lot of engagement. You get brand deals. You're secure in the bag. You have not one child, but 3 children. You have a business. And you're working with major brands. How aren't you in a place where you should be unbothered? Let Ashley do what she gonna do. Y'all brought Ashley to the public. Y'all brought Lil August to the public. Y'all did that. Keisha Kaylee and Jeremy did that. So the way it's looking, Keisha Kaylee and Jeremy brought Ashley to the baby Austin, which is Ashley's son, to the public. Somebody found out who Ashley was, and then it just went from there. And I said this before, but this first happened. I said this when this first happened. When Ashley get to spilling her tea and her receipts, everybody just gonna fall out. It's gonna be like a smoke bomb. Just everybody's gonna fall out like they've been tasered. Just that's how it's gonna be. And what bothers me about the way Keisha's handling it, and the reason why I say Keisha's handling it, because there was a conversation between Keisha and some YouTuber through Instagram DMs, and it's clearly Keisha because it's coming from her page, unless she was quote unquote hacked, but whatever. It would be a fine time to be hacked, but clearly coming from her page, and you talking about this girl and her son is a mistake and the things that she's went through, being suicidal while she was pregnant, being in a domestic violence situation with her ex-girlfriend, the list goes on. You're doing to her what everybody has done to you. And everybody was dogging Keisha about staying with Jeremy. They dogging her. You doing the same thing to her, to Ashley. Yes, we do know Ashley was with Jeremy while you was with him. We know that. We understand. But baby, that's something you got to get over. Because if Ashley's moving on with her son and pressing forward, you need to get over that. So that if you and Jeremy gonna work it out, fine. Move forward. Leave that alone. Let Jeremy worry about that. Because that ain't your baby. That ain't your situation. You're only making it your situation because you feel like you need to be the mouthpiece for Jeremy. Again, should Ashley have messed with Jeremy while he was with Keesha? No. We know that. I've said that already. 1,000,002 times. 1,000,002 times. I've said that. Ashley was wrong for being with the man that was in a relationship. That was in a public, very public relationship. Regardless if people don't know Keesha Kaylee like that, even though she's an Atlanta YouTuber, the point of the matter is she should have been with it. Okay, we get that. We get that point. And at that point, Keesha Kaylee has the opportunity to stay or go. That's it. She chose to stay. Excuse me, I'm sorry. She quote unquote told everybody she was gonna break up with Jeremy. They was gonna get a break and all this other stuff. But in his last videos, he clearly at her house. Now I'm not saying she can't co-parent, but you in her house like you just fell out the bed, like you just woke up. So that's the thing. Now, I was always told that a man that doesn't protect the person he says he loves, he doesn't really love her. Now, in the beginning, obviously when all this was happening, Jeremy was not protecting Keesha. But now, that's all he talked about. Oh, my feeling back. I love Keesha. I'm working out. I want to be with Keesha. Keesha. Jeremy said in his video today, like, pretty much Ashli is, I guess, just not a good woman or not a good mom. Like, she don't take care of business. She expect me to do X, Y, and Z because Keesha pretty much don't expect him to do nothing, and Keesha gonna take care of it regardless. Right. Because Keesha just wanted babies. That's what it seemed like it. How you gonna be laid up with a man and he don't do X, Y, and Z? That routine that you created for your daughters, it ain't got nothing to do with him. What I need for Keesha to do, and I said this, y'all, I said this before, this ain't over. This is just the tip of the iceberg. This is the icebreaker. When I say it's going to hit the fan, it's going to really hit the fan. And Keesha really going to have to put herself into perspective. Because this bag that she securing, it ain't going to be that much more secured if she keep on with her shenanigans underhanded. It don't matter how much underhanded stuff you're doing. If that man don't want to be with you, don't want to do right by you, there's nothing you can do about that. Now, with all that being said, unfortunately, we can't hear it from the horse's mouth, which is Keesha, because she got to save face because of her brand. Her brand deals. Because that's how she feed her kids. Excuse me. So she can't say nothing. None at all. She can't say nothing. So that's where the issue lies. We can't hear from her mouth. We can't hear it from her mouth. Now, the receipts was that she said way too much to this YouTuber and trying to get this YouTuber to do what her ex-friend Brittany did, her former friend Brittany did for her, speak for her. But if Keesha was smart enough, girl, well, I wouldn't say another word to nobody about nothing. And now you see you sending legal papers and all this other stuff trying to make this a legal matter. You're going to make yourself look a fool. Because this generation is all about the screenshot. Keesha, shut up. Just live your life. Because they're going to drag you. Because they're in a place where they can speak out for themselves. And then as time goes on, they can start working with brands. And then what they did in the past don't hurt them. But now you can't do that. You can't do that. So stop trying to get somebody to do your dirty work. Leave it the way it is. If you're going to be with Jeremy and move forward. Be unbothered, like you said. Let Ashley live the life she's going to live. However she's going to live it with her son. You know what? I remember being in this place, that I was Keesha in the situation with my baby daddy, and then he had a child on me. And I never tried to get somebody to fight my son's sibling, because my baby daddy ended up having 2 kids by her mama. Somebody tried to get her evicted. None of that, because all I know that hurts the kids. So which then it hurts my baby daddy, even though I wasn't even with him, we wasn't together. None of that. I would never want that for them. So, but I also didn't care enough. I was too hurt to care. Keesha must not be hurt enough. She must not be. She must not be hurt enough, because she cared too much to me. You doing all this to try to get your point across, to get what tell everybody business and get your point across. You care too much. If he hurt you the way you say he hurt you, leave it at that. Move on. Because I guarantee you, and I'm only saying this because I've been there, is if you hurting this bad, trying to get somebody else to speak for you and slander Ashley's name or do all this, you're showing this hurt in front of your girls. This dysfunction in front of your girls. Because I was. Which was the reasons why I had to leave. I didn't want my son to get used to that dysfunction mess. And that's on period. Y'all can't understand why, if this ain't what you want, if you don't want the mess, then leave Jeremy. Stop trying to make this family work. If you don't, he's forever going to be in a relationship, have some type of relationship, not be in a relationship, have some type of relationship with Ashli. Because they have a son together for the rest of their lives. For the rest of their lives. I'm going to say this one more time. For the rest of their lives, because being a parent does not stop at the age of 18. So, in that note, you either gonna get down or you lay down. Which one is that's what you say in the hood. You gonna get down or you gonna lay down. You gonna be a part of, you gonna love him and be in love with him. Y'all gonna make your family work, and you're not gonna worry about Ashley and let him worry about Ashley. Or you're going to continue this mess where you're going to be crumbles of nothing. You're not going to have a platform. You're not going to be able to have this big, beautiful house you're trying to buy. You're not going to have this nice car. You're not going to be secure in the bag or nothing. Baby, you got to pick your battles. Once you become a parent, you pick your battles. And this man not even your husband. He your baby daddy. And until he becomes your husband, then that's a different story. It's a different conversation. But he just your baby daddy. Let him be that. Because that promise ring don't mean nothing. Keep having babies by him don't mean nothing. After this video on how everything turned out with, receipts, and in all reality, Keesha can't really speak for herself because, of her platform and her manager and the brand she working with, she got to keep quiet because she got to feed her family. So, I know I said this before, but this is going to be my last video talking about it because, like I said, she can't really speak for herself. We definitely heard Ashley's side. I even heard Jeremy's side. And some of the stuff sound like it's correct, but nobody really know the truth. But it's always going to be Ashley's side, Jeremy's side, Keesha's side, and then it's going to be the truth. It's going to be 4 different sides. So, I just hate that all this is spilling out the way it is. Especially when Keesha needed a roof over her head to take care of her family, right? You said, Unfiltered Zone said, just join, but how's him having a child destroy his platform? Y'all got a lot of smoke for someone who got cheated on. I'm sorry. Yeah, she got cheated on, but I don't understand how is him having a child destroying his platform. Who is that? Oh, sorry. Okay, I got you now. because she's entertaining the shenanigans. I'm sorry, hold on. She's entertaining the shenanigans. That's what it is. If you have not watched the Leeways, there's actual receipts. They showed receipts of the messages coming from Keesha Kaylee's account, her account on Instagram. You can't make that up. Keesha Kaylee don't have multiple accounts. She has one account that's hers with the same amount of followers, same amount of posts. It's coming from that account. So those receipts weren't fake. Like, you can't make that up. Yes, you could create another Instagram account, but the way the name was spelled, the pictures, if you click the account from the girl's page, it was Keesha Kaylee's account. What Keesha Kaylee did was she contacted a YouTuber, another YouTuber who has been, I guess, reacting to, what's been going on between Keesha, Jeremy, and Ashli, and pretty much spilled the tea on Ashli and all the situation between her and Ashli. And she called Ashli's son a mistake. She called Ashli a stripper hoe. Like, it's a lot of, stuff that she said she wouldn't ever do. And that she's a mother and she got morals and values, and she did exactly all that. So here's the thing. Do I think Keesha can be upset for Ashli for being with Jeremy when they were together? Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. A woman scorer. So now the shenanigans, she's trying to get somebody else to speak for her. Keesha Kaylee trying to get somebody else to speak for her when because she can't speak because she got a platform, a big platform, and she got these brand deals. She gotta keep working. So now Ashli, the Leeway, she can speak. Her platform is definitely growing, but she can speak for herself. She don't got no brand deals yet, and she's in a place that when time comes, the brand deals come, it's cool because that was in the past. Keesha Kaylee can't say nothing. She can't defend herself or nothing. But the conversation that was in the messages from Keesha Kaylee's Instagram account to this YouTuber, and I don't know if it was Keesha Kaylee or Jeremy. It could have been either or. But the point of the matter is too close to home. So it looked like it's Keesha Kaylee. And it looks bad. It looks bad on Keesha's behalf. Talking about, how, Ashli was in a domestic violence situation, how she was, dragged, and how she tried to commit suicide, just all this. Keesha Kaylee wanted the YouTuber to make a video on Keisha's behalf, like Keesha Kaylee asked her ex-friend Brittany to do, and Brittany was raw and authentic about it. That's what she wants. She wants somebody to speak for her because right now she cannot speak for herself. And it sucks. It sucks that she's trying to get somebody to do her dirty work when she can't do it, and leave it at that. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Be humble. Meaning, let this ride out. If you're gonna be with Jeremy, let this ride out. Because it's gonna get greater later. But after these receipts, this live from the Leeway was 3 hours long. And it was nothing but pure receipts. It made Keesha Kaylee look real bad. And these ain't no receipts you can't make up. You can't make up receipts from Keesha Kaylee's account. Keesha, baby, I've been a supporter since you were at Spelman a long time. But for you to stoop this low because you hurt, baby, you're not over this. You need some help. For real. Because now it's not about you. It's about Jury, Journey, and Jaya. So if you lose the bag because you want to fall into the shenanigans, one thing you couldn't say about me, I don't care what was going on between me and my baby daddy. When it comes to my son and now my kids, that's it. I'm walking away. Because I got so much to lose. Like Keesha Kaylee has a lot to lose. I have so much to lose. Y'all done went over my little 15 minutes. I'm almost at 20 minutes. But y'all comment and just let me know. Like, I just can't fathom you would put yourself in this situation knowing that you have everything to lose. It's a bad day for Keesha Kaylee. A bad day. All right, y'all, go check out the Ashli the Leeway, Jerry Postel, Splash the Don, because they spilling tea. All right. Y'all favorite picture, Denise, and y'all be sweet, where people will be people, and that is so bad. That is exactly. I'm favorite picture, Denise, and y'all be sweet. Oh, wait, Anonymous says, Ashley and her friend Hazel say whatever they want, but as soon as Keesha involves someone, she's wrong. Hazel speaks for Ashley all the time. I wouldn't expect Keesha to say anything positive about Ashley. I didn't have nothing to say about my baby daddy's baby mama either, but I wasn't getting nobody to speak for me either. And I had everything to lose, too. I had a good job, making real good money. I had everything to lose. But I wouldn't have nobody speak for me. I was in the exact same situation, same shoes as Keesha was. I was Keesha. Obviously, my baby daddy was like Jeremy, and then whatever. Exact same situation. But nobody finna speak for me. At all, ever. Till this day. God rest her soul, because the baby mama has passed away. But never had nobody speak for me. Because when I say I wear the crown of Queen Petty on an all-time high, you could never win against me. Ever. Nobody can. Still, I'm not trying to brag, I'm just saying. So I wouldn't even put myself in that predicament, because when it comes to my son, all bets is off. So it says Keesha don't own up to her mess like she did with Brittany. I mean, Keesha's in a very vulnerable situation. But at the same token, once you become a mom, you think in mom mode. I'm married. So I've been with my husband since my son was 3 years old. Even though I'm married now, I'm always in mom mode. Ain't nobody ever gonna get me out of that, because I have everything to use, and Keesha got way more to lose than I do. Hazel speaks for Ashley all the time. I agree with that. I'm not saying that that's right. What I am saying is that you could tell Ashley Ashley and Keesha are actually very similar. They're very kind-hearted, sweet people, don't really woo-woo. But Ashley's in a place like she did today to speak for herself. And she did that. She spoke for herself for 3 hours. Very true, Hazel was there and she did some talking. But Ashley spoke for herself. Keesha can't speak for herself. Keesha does have a lot to lose. And what's making it even bad for her is you're trying to get somebody else to speak for you. In DMs. And you're like, if this girl really wanted, she could sue you. Slandering her, calling her out her name, calling her child a mistake. All kids is off, saying that she broke up a happy home, slept with a dude that was in a relationship, and from that, created a problem and a mistake was made. You can't call nobody kids a mistake. That's how I saw it. Y'all. Listen, it's just a bad look for Keesha. And I hope and pray that she getting some real deal help. For real. She needs some real help. She trying to save her relationship and save face with this relationship and his family with Jeremy so bad because she don't want to be a single mother. But in real life, she been a single mama. The way Ashley said it, that her and Ashley and Keesha, when they met up, the stories was the same. He ain't around, he this, he that. They agreed on a lot of situations when it came to Jeremy. And I'm not saying that Ashley is right. I am saying is if y'all situations are the same, you and agreeing on her situation, I'm agreeing, she agreed on your situation. If you choose to go back to him, that's fine. But leave Ashley out of it. And honestly, that's not even your place. Because he's not your husband. He just your baby daddy. Let him handle Ashley when he chooses to. As long as, everything is copacetic at home with you and your kids. Leave it at that. We got to do better as the black culture. For the black culture. We got to. Because all in all, Austin, Jury, Jaya, and Journey, they're siblings. And so now this stuff is on the internet. Regardless if they take it down today, somebody has definitely recorded it. Y'all know how people get. And these kids gonna see this one day. Blows my mind. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. I hope Ashli keep doing what she got to do for her son. Keep moving forward. I need Keesha to do the same thing. Y'all, I'm out of here. And y'all be sweet.